position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cornhuskers will put toe to leather and will get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Split backs here. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Flanagan. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
Caught close to the marker. It's heavy. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Holds it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them. You know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. 4th down, no problem.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college, we used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for a man. It's Flanagan. Starting to feel a little pressure. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The Seminoles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got out of trouble and throws. Complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick, it's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quick release on the RPO. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
That was a big 1st down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a 1st down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively, big 1st down for this offense.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And look, I know they don't have a big explosive play on this drive, but you gotta love the way the quarterback is making good decisions. He's reading coverage. The ball is going where it needs to go, and as a result, this offense is piling up 1st downs.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they start, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
Back to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if...
Touchdown, Nebraska! Great job by the back on the option. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To throw, it's Flanagan. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a really good-looking throw there. I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play action fake. On target over the middle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air on second down. Snags it over the middle. They get him down with this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He'll take it himself. Smashes ahead.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Dropping back, it's Flanagan. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's third and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. Touchdown, no! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job being pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Wide open downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Direction. Off play action on first down. It's complete. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Third down play from the gun. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the move, he fires. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got his man. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They take the lead with the 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Catch in the middle. It's Ebby. At the 35, he's loose. Flying out to the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Seminoles. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Cornhuskers are on the move. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, he just couldn't reel it in.
Oh, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The shotgun, they go to the ground. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to run for it. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Huskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down. And in that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer, get gets in the backfield creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball. All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
From the gun. Finds his big tight end. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Gives them a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Got it in the middle. It's heavy. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch near the 50. And there he goes. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Touchdown, Huskers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired. And a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And the explosiveness, the big gator gets it to the 49-yard line.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Flanagan. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Got his man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, David.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Touchdown, no! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with the building.
And back to the air on second down. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a big third down for this offense. Man, I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, they're down a possession and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference